Alrighty, it is VSG day. Right now, I feel really calm, almost indifferent about what's happening. I think it's because I've been on this journey ever since September of 2022, and today is May 17th, 2023. And I think I've come to terms with what's happening already. I've been working so hard to get here, and because of all the pre-op clearances and everything that I had to get really quickly this last week, I was more worried about that than the actual surgery. So now I'm here and I feel super calm. So I think that everything played out like that for a reason. Something crazy that happened was literally down to the wire, like a day before surgery. I got the last clearance I needed from pulmonology, and I was just so panicked. I kept looking at my phone like, I'm gonna get the results. I'm gonna get the results by 1. Just stay calm. God got me. I was just literally like working and speaking to God that whole time, and then I just kept hearing like, stay calm, you're gonna get your results by 1, you're gonna get your results by 1, everything is gonna be okay. My results came in at 1:04. Like, it was crazy. I was like, okay, no, I hear you, I see you, you got me. It's about a little before 12. I'm waiting for my mom to get ready so that we can go see my grandma. I can go, like, you know, have her pray for me, and we're all gonna like hug, and everything's gonna be okay, and then we're gonna head to the hospital. So as of right now, I feel fine. If anything, the only thing I'm maybe a little nervous of is like when you first wake up, because I've heard stories about like gas pain and discomfort and things like that. But my cosmetology teacher, Miss Bobby, actually told me that there's a difference between discomfort and pain. And most likely what I'm going to feel is discomfort, and it will pass, and I will be okay. So that was really comforting to me, and I'm going to take the energy into surgery. So right now I feel good. I'm excited. I'm proud of myself for getting here. Go get it. You know, it's been a long journey, but finally here. So cheers to the next chapter.
No such thing as a life that's better than yours. Love yours. Such thing as a life that's better than yours. Love yours. Such thing as a life that's better than yours. Love no such thing. Heart beating fast, let a nigga know that he alive. Let a nigga know that he arrived.
And that brings us to today. It's officially 7 days since my surgery. It felt like it went by really slowly, but now that I'm here, I guess it was pretty fast. I actually go back to work in like the day after tomorrow, and I'm actually excited. I'm gonna take it slow and only take a few clients a day so that it's not overwhelming and I'm not like crouched forward too much. I'm lucky enough that I have to sit to do my job, so I don't think there should be too much conflict. But now that we're at 7 days, I weighed myself for the first time since surgery, and I lost 12 pounds. Not bad, not bad. And ever since the liquid diet, like from the beginning of the liquid diet till today, I lost around like 21 pounds. So that's cool. That's an achievement. That's like 20 pounds in 3 weeks. I have my first checkup appointment next week, so that'll be 2 weeks post-op. We'll see where I'm at then, and hopefully at that point I'll be approved to go to the next stage of eating. Right now I'm still on clear liquid diet. The next step would be full liquid diet. So for clear liquid, I'm allowed to have water, broth, and jello, just like the the diet before the surgery, but I can also have protein shakes. Towards the last 2-3 days of the diet before surgery, I couldn't have protein shakes, so it's a relief that I could at least have that now. It's been really helpful, but protein shakes are a lot harder for me to get down than water right now. When I first got home, water was so hard. Water used to make me so nauseous, but I started putting these like little flavor packets in it, and it helped so much. You just have to sip, sip, sip. When you first come back from the hospital, they give you these little 1-ounce cups, and they want you to sip every 15 minutes. Like, they want you to finish one of these every 15 minutes and get to 4 ounces per hour while you're still in the hospital. So I took those home. I got annoyed with the whole sip, sip, sip thing after, like, I don't know, day 1 of being home. Thank God I was able to go home the day after my surgery because I was meeting all my benchmarks and I passed the GI tract checkup that they do for you the very next day in the hospital. And I will say, waking up from the surgery was really tough. It feels like there's a bunch of water balloons getting blown up really, really quickly inside of your stomach. Like, it's like one and then another and then another, plus like gas. It was bad. I woke up, I was hearing people speak around me, and I just couldn't like open my eyes. I was just like moaning. Like, I was like, oh, like I was literally moaning in pain, and I felt tears coming down my face. So in recovery, I vaguely remember a nice nurse lady or whoever coming up and putting something in my IV, and it shook me up, child. And I was just laying there. I heard my mom come in. I heard my grandma. You see a clip of my grandma praying over me once I got to the recovery room. And that night was kind of rough because it was like, they come in and check on you probably every hour and a half, so it was hard to stay asleep. And then, you know, going to the bathroom connected to machines, you know, they have to come in and like disconnect you or take you there. The next morning after surgery, anytime I closed my eyes, I would pass out, but then I would wake back up and it would be like an hour. It was so long. It felt like the longest day of my life, but I made sure I started walking. Whenever a nurse or somebody was looking at me, I was like, oh, like happy and peppy, like, look, I feel good. And they're like, yeah, we're just going to take some blood. We're going to do like the upper GI test. It's like the drinking test that you have to do for your pre-op appointments. And as long as everything looks good, you get to go home. So thank God, you know, my surgeon came in and his assistant, and they said that I can go home. So once I got home, I was doing the 1-ounce cups, and then I also ordered these from Amazon. These are 4-ounce liquid cups with lids, and I actually preferred just doing one of these and then just kind of like making sure I got through it within an hour. Especially with water, it was very doable. They also send you home with this like breathing machine. They want you to use this at least 10 times an hour, and you're just gonna suck on it. The levels are gonna go up. You're gonna come off of it, take like a small extra breath, hold it in, and exhale. And this is to help you with avoiding pneumonia. I've tried Jello once since I've been home. It was probably day 5 of recovery, and I took the littlest, tiniest little sliver of Jello, and I was full. It was crazy. I don't really feel the sensation of hunger necessarily, but I'll get like the tummy grumbles that like before surgery will tell me, oh, I should eat something because I haven't eaten. So I get the little tummy grumbles, and instead of reaching for Jello, I prefer to just reach for my protein shake because I'm supposed to be needing 60 grams of protein per day and 64 ounces of liquid per day, and protein and the water would count as like my liquid goal. So I just reached for a protein shake. I was not able to finish a full protein shake until like day 3. Every day, it's the weirdest thing, every day there was an improvement in how much I could drink. So maybe day 3 I was able to finish 1, maybe day 5 I was able to finish a whole 1 plus 2 water bottles, and then the day before yesterday, okay, so let's say day 6, I was able to finish 2 protein shakes but only 1 water. So my goal is, of course, 2 protein shakes and about 3 waters, because the protein shakes are only like 11 ounces. So it's like I can meet my protein goal, having a struggle to also meet the water bowl, but we're working at it, and I suspect we will get there by my next appointment. With my incisions, they used a glue on them to keep them shut, which was kind of interesting, but it's, you know, it's nice, it's clean. I don't have to like really look at like the cuts. They look like, some of them look like holes and some of them look like little slits. I'm very squeamish, even if it's on me, so I was, you know, happy that they look kind of blurred out right now.
It's beauty in the struggle, ugliness in the success. Hear my words and listen to my signal of distress. I grew up in the city.
I also have some bruising on my lower tummy because I have to give myself these shots that they were giving me in the hospital for nausea. That I had to do 2 shots a day for 7 days. I have 1 more tonight, and then my last one tomorrow morning, Thursday, which would be day 8, and I'm finally done. Those shots, I'm not gonna lie, they kind of suck. It was kind of getting to me mentally. It feels almost like it's weird. I'm not used to giving myself shots. You kind of have to like go in like you're doing a dart and then put it in, and it's just like, it feels almost like acid is spreading through your stomach, and I have to do that twice a day ever since. So I would do that and then lay down for a bit, and then, you know, in the beginning it was making me really sleepy. Because of this, I'm not allowed to drive until I'm done taking the shots, which would be Friday. I'd be completely off the shots, and that's when I go back to work anyway, so that's good. Other than that, recovery's been going okay. Unfortunately, I started my period like the day after we got back from the hospital, so I don't know. I think it was like a blessing and a curse because it was a little late, and if it had come on time, I would have had it during the surgery, and that probably would have been so uncomfortable to have to deal with while I was in the hospital. So at least I was home to deal with that, but it was, you know, a little intense to have the cramps that usually come with your period on top of healing open wounds in my stomach, and just the way I was just feeling overall after surgery. The way I was feeling anytime I tried to turn or stretch, it kind of feels like there's very taut rubber bands inside of you from like the front of your stomach through the back. It just feels like this pulling sensation. So at first I had to lay like on my back, like pretty still, pretty high up to sleep the first few days, and then eventually I was able to go on my side with a thick pillow, and I'm a stomach sleeper, so I think by day 4 I was able to, you know, put myself in my stomach and then just like stay there for the night. And now sleeping is not uncomfortable anymore now that we're on day 7. So I would say the worst of it is surgery day through day 3. By day 4, I started feeling like a human again, and going on my little walks help with you not getting any blood clots, and if you have to burp, get it out. Just a lot of burping. Other than that, I'm feeling good. I was really excited to finally weigh myself today, so that was nice to get out of the way, and I'm excited to see what the next few weeks look like. I think I'm actually gonna get to see my friends for the first time since surgery this weekend, so that'll be cute. If you want to see more of like my day-to-day life, I post on my personal Instagram story every day, and things that are related to the surgery and weight loss. I have a VSG page just because I don't want to bombard people with, you know, the fact that I'm going through a weight loss journey, and that may not be like where other people are at on my personal page, because I used to work for a plus size fashion publication that was online, so a good amount of my followers are from that period in my life. So I do a lot of like body positivity, confidence, memes, like more lighthearted things on my personal page, and then a little bit more like seeing my regular life. So this type of content I want to keep on my VSG page and also on my TikTok. I'm trying to stay pretty current on there. If you have any video suggestions for here, please let me know. Like if you have any questions, I would love to do a Q&A. That would be so fun. I have a lot of downtime these days, so I'm definitely available, and I'll get that up as soon as possible. So in the meantime, it was nice catching up with you. I will talk to you soon. If you enjoyed this vlog, please like and subscribe to my channel. I have more VSG and weight loss content coming, and some more personal content coming now that I'm healing. I feel like I'm gonna come into a new era of me. I did the surgery as a gift to my 30s. So now summer's coming and we're gonna see what this summer brings. I think it'll be fun. So yeah, let me know what you want to see from me and I will talk to you guys soon.